Hi everybody, welcome to the sixth video about the characteristics of oral English. Today we're going to talk about word stress. We've already studied together sentence stress, but this time we're going to talk about the word itself and see how it goes for it. So first, what is word stress? It's a syllable in a word which is emphasized orally. What does that mean? It means that it's a syllable in a word that you're going to insist on in particular. For example, banana. All right, can you hear that? Banana. I'm going to insist on this syllable here. Okay, I'm not going to say banana. I'm going to say banana. All right, just like a hammer. Now, the thing is, we have the same phenomenon in French. The only thing is that we don't realize it because the stress is always put on the same syllable. For example, maintenant, all right, we say maintenant, okay, that's the last one. Message, okay, it's just one before the E here, all right. So it's always the same one, it's always the last syllable in French, in fact, right, or the syllable just before the E here. When we realize that, it's when, for example, you've got little kids learning French, you can notice that sometimes they only pronounce the last syllable of the word, okay? But when we are speaking, of course, we do not realize it. So the thing is, in English, it's not, this stress syllable is not set at the same place all the time. It varies from word to word, number one. And number two, it depends on the origin of the word and its evolution. For example, if you take the word garage in French, right? In American English, it will be pronounced garage, garage, okay? While in British English, it will be pronounced garage, okay? Garage, the first syllable, see? So that's why it's so difficult for us to grasp this notion. And on top of it all, if you get wrong, you can change the meaning of the word. For example, record, which is a noun, meaning un record, un fichier, or une archive, and record, the verb enregistrer. So see, very difficult. You've got some rules, of course, for this word stress, but the rules we're going to see together are just some general rules because you always have exceptions. I'm not going to get into details, but bear that in mind, please. So the best ways to know where the word stress is, well, to listen to English a lot, for once. And next, when you learn a new word, you try to learn its pronunciation at the same time, and of course, it's practice, practice, and practice, and practice. Okay, repeating, that sort of things. All right. So let's go through some of these rules. So let's start with the word with two syllables. We've already seen that for nouns, the stress is on the first syllable, while for verbs, the stress on the second syllable. Okay, do you remember this example, a record that we saw earlier, and to record? We've got as well this other example, a present, un cadeau, and to present, présenter, right? See, it's quite different. For words than more than two syllables, you've got an influence of the suffixes. For example, for words ending in ian, ik, equal, shan, or iti, the stress is set on the syllable just before the suffix. For example, if I take the word declaration, you've got the suffix ian here, as you can see. So the stress is just before it. Declaration, all right? Same thing here with the ik here that you can see, the stress is just before. Alcoholic. Same thing with equal, economical. And same thing with iti, responsibility. All right, so that's a rule that you can use. You've got, of course, some exceptions. Television, Catholic, Arabic, and politics. All right, so pay attention. Okay, this list is not complete, of course, but you can use this rule as a general one. You have a stress shift from the root word. What do I mean here? If I take this one, economic, okay, you've got the ik here, so it's the syllable just before this one, which is stressed. But if we take the root word, that's to say the word where the word economic comes from, originally it is stressed differently. Economy, it is stressed here. All right, so we move the stress from co to no. It's called a stress shift, un déplacement d'accent in French. Okay, same thing, for example, with responsible, and you go to responsibility. Okay, we've got a stress shift here. Next, the last syllable is stressed when it is composed of two identical vowels or when it is the suffix "is." Okay, two identical vowels, a, u, o, e. All right, bazaar, taboo, referee, degree, 15, and when you've got is, Senegalese, Chinese. All right. Another rule as well is that when you take words borrowed from the French language, it's stressed on the last syllable. Oh, how surprising this is. Okay, remember what we said earlier. So rendezvous, champagne, déjà vu, voyeur, brochure. Okay, brochure, right, depending on stress. And for the words coming from Italian, they're stressed on the syllable before last, spaghetti. Okay, so you take the last syllable and you take the syllable just before, spaghetti, pizza, marina, novella. So I'd like you to listen to Mikey and Stephanie, and they will explain to you all these phenomena again, okay, maybe much clearer. You've got the link here and the link in the description as well, and some practice with the following exercises that you have here. The links are in the description as well. Okay, hope that you've understood this phenomenon, so pay attention. I know it's quite a difficult one. Okay, bye bye, see you.